Expecto Patronum? Hey guys, this is OCD Movie Reviews. My name is Oliver Brigger and welcome to another movie review. Today's movie review is going to be Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald, which is once again directed by David Yates, who directed Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix all the way to Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2, and also directed Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Also, it's written by J.K. Rowling, who also written the first Fantastic Beasts movie, but also written the Harry Potter books. And this movie has a returning cast, including Eddie Redmayne, Jude Law, and Johnny Depp. Now, what this movie is about, okay, let's talk about the plot of this movie as easy as possible. Grindelwald, played by Johnny Depp, has escaped from his prison. He's after Ezra Miller's character from the first Fantastic Beasts movie. And Newt Scamander, played by Eddie Redmayne, reunited with all his friends, and goes out and stop him. Then Professor Dumbledore's in this movie, played by Jude Law. And character development. What a great start for this review. Okay, let's talk about one of my favorite franchises of all time. I have a top 3 right here. Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, and Harry Potter. Harry Potter franchise has been my life. The first Harry Potter movie I watched as a kid, and I loved every single Harry Potter movie. They have flaws, but they're still really good movies. I honestly like the first Fantastic Beasts movie. I thought it's a great comeback to the Wizarding World, and it's a lot of fun, and I'm really impressed that J.K. Rowling wrote that movie. So of course I was excited for Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald. The returning cast is back, the director came back, the writer came back. I was very interested. The trailers, I'm like, I'm in. I'm excited for this movie, especially the new casting that we have Johnny Depp as Grindelwald, which I was very interested in, but also Jude Law as Albus Dumbledore, the Harry Potter character in younger times. I'm excited for that. So I was excited for this movie until this movie's got some mixed reviews. But I still went to the movie with open mind because you know what? A lot of people hated Venom. I liked Venom. So I was kind of thinking this could be the exact same movie. The first, 10 minutes of the film, I was invested. Then after that, guys, there's always going to be the worst movies in franchises. Even though they're so popular, there's always going to be worst movies in a franchise. Star Wars, the prequel trilogy, Attack of the Clones, worst out of the Star Wars movies, and even the prequel trilogy. Lord of the Rings, honestly, the Battle of the Five Armies. I didn't hate it, but it's not the greatest. Harry Potter franchise, Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald. Guys, this movie was disappointing. I'm really sad to say this. I didn't want to hate this movie, but I didn't like it. Now look, Fantastic Beasts: Crimes of Grindelwald isn't a terrible movie. It's not horrible. It does have some enjoyment. Let's talk about those. First, the only character that I did freaking love in this movie is Eddie Redmayne as Newt Scamander, as the main character standpoint. I loved him from the first Fantastic Beasts movie, and in this movie, he's the exact same character that he was in the first movie. He's very likable, he looks cool, and also, he's a very likable character, and I really like Eddie Redmayne in this movie. Also, Jude Law as Albus Dumbledore was great in his scenes of the movie, displaying him on the flaws. Jude Law was great. I was literally really excited for Jude Law in this movie, and for the most part, he was great as Albus Dumbledore. Also, Johnny Depp as Grindelwald was good for what he has given. That's the only understatement I would give him. Also, the look of the creatures in this film, once again, like the first movie, the creatures look great. And it does bring you back into the magical world. But it does kind of ruin it once in a while. But the creatures at least look really good in this movie. And also, the final act of this movie was quite enjoyable. That is it for Fantastic Beasts: Crimes of Grindelwald's positives. Guys, this movie was not that good, guys. I was literally walked out of the theater with my face palmed. I literally never walked out of a movie that I was so excited to see and thought this movie was bad. I was literally, I don't know what to say. Now, let's talk about the biggest problem with this movie. The thing that I really, made me walk out of the theater with my face palmed the most. What is the actual plot of the movie? Yeah, this movie is messy. There's so many story plot elements all over the place. And since this movie's called The Crimes of Grindelwald, it's supposed to be about that. But no, there's so many character development. There's so many things happening. There's so many subplots happening. There's so many freaking like chemistry happening. This whole movie just got messy. It just feels like J.K. Rowling has like accidentally put her written script in the water and the words are jumbled all over the place. That's what this movie feels like. Yeah, J.K. Rowling written this movie. What happened? You've written the Harry Potter books and you've written the first Fantastic Beasts movie, which I actually really did like. Poor J.K. Rowling. It still gives me hype for the third Fantastic Beasts movie, but if it's as bad as this movie, I think the Fantastic Beasts movies are not the greatest movies out there. Also, let's talk about Grindelwald, Johnny Depp. Now, Johnny Depp, as I said in my positives, he was good for what he has given. But, literally, this movie is called The Crimes of Grindelwald. He wasn't even much in the movie. It says the title is called The Crimes of Grindelwald. It's about the villain of the movie. He wasn't much in the movie. And the way he's portrayed the villain, he didn't do anything at all. Honestly, the first 10 minutes of the film, I'm like, yeah, I was in. I was in for his character. But then, freaking, like, after that, he was literally just standing around, talking, looking menacing, which he actually isn't. He doesn't terrify me. Lord Voldemort in the Harry Potter movies, the reason why he scares me as a kid is that because he's not just a villain, he's a character. There's a reason why he's like that. This movie's just like a villain that has an evil plan to do stuff and is just trying to menace everyone. He does something at the end of the movie, but that's not good enough. Also, speaking of not much in the movie, Jude Law Albus Dumbledore wasn't even much in the movie. He was only in a couple of scenes. And they showed him a lot in the trailer. We think he's going to be like another good sub-character in the movie before he goes join Newt Scamander in the battle. No, he was literally not doing anything in this movie. He was just in the movie for a couple of scenes. At least like giving Newt Scamander advice. That's not good. Even though Jude Law was fantastic in this movie, his character is very wasted. And since this movie is so messy, this movie's boring. I've never been bored in a Harry Potter movie. Literally. All the Harry Potter movies I enjoyed, even the first Fantastic Beasts movie, but I never got so bored in a Harry Potter movie after I watched The Crimes of Grindelwald. This movie was so boring. It doesn't know what it's trying to do. It's just setup. It's not action-packed. There's not much action scenes in this movie. This movie is just a setup. It's like a big setup to the third movie coming out. It feels like if this movie wasn't made, the third movie could have been the second movie and it could have been good. Even though I know nothing about the third movie, what it's going to be about. The ending does tease what's going to happen in the third movie that I'm not going to spoil because there are going to be Harry Potter fans that will go see this movie. And speaking of that, guys, if you're Harry Potter fans, I am sorry to disappoint you. If you're a Harry Potter fan, you're going to be disappointed. I swear. I'm a Harry Potter fan. I was very disappointed in this movie. This movie has so many plots happening. The characters weren't much in the movie. They weren't as likable as the first movie that I didn't get to mention. Also, the freaking story is just all over the place. This movie got boring. This movie is definitely the worst Harry Potter movie in the series. This is the Attack of the Clones of the Harry Potter movies. It's not as stupid as that movie, but it's still a very messy movie. It's trying to be something, and it did not work for me. Guys, this is definitely one of the most disappointing movies of this entire year. I'd rather watch Fallen Kingdom, even though it has some entertaining parts. I would rather watch Solo: A Star Wars Story because at least it is a pretty fun movie. This movie has no fun elements. This movie's supposed to give you the magic. The magic in this movie didn't interest me in this movie. Guys, this is definitely one of the most disappointing movies of 2018, and I'm going to give Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald a C-. So guys, let me know down below if you have seen Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald. Do you like the movie or hate the movie? Just let me know in the comments below. Make sure you guys follow me guys on Facebook, Stardust, and Instagram. I know I haven't done Stardust videos in a while and I should get back into it. I will try my best for you guys because I've been so busy lately. So guys, have a nice day.